There are many ways to reflect on an anniversary. 50 years ago, a young man stepped onto this stage to make his debut conducting a major orchestra. He didn't just make his debut with the St. Louis Symphony Orchestra that night. He started writing the next chapter of the SLSO, his chapter. A remarkable chapter, a time that everyone fondly refers to now as the Slatkin era.
It was a great time for the St. Louis Symphony when he was here.
When I think of Leonard, I think of champion, builder, visionary, and friend.
I think Leonard's most lasting impact with this orchestra has to do with trust. I think Leonard trusts musicians. I think he likes musicians. It's a real gift to have known what that's like to be liked and trusted as a musician.
Leonard Slatkin was hired as the SLSO's associate conductor in 1968 by Walter Siskind, the SLSO's music director and one of Leonard's former teachers. Under Leonard's leadership, the St. Louis Symphony Orchestra came to be known as America's Orchestra. While there were many landmark performances and milestone achievements since Leonard first took the Powell Hall stage in 1968, there are a few key things that set the Slatkin era apart, and Leonard apart, from all the others. His commitment to American composers and music of our time.
He took the St. Louis Symphony Orchestra around the world on tour, and he recorded with them. There is a large discography of music with him conducting, and I think it has made us a lasting force in American music.
I was very fortunate that I had that 1 year with him and got to be part of the Slatkin era in a small way. He raised the standard for choral performances.
Leonard really did change the sound of the orchestra. It had a much brighter, you might say more American sound. Because of his growing up in a string family, there was more string emphasis too, I think. It really did change the sound of the orchestra, and you can still hear it.
Leonard's commitment to recordings, 70 throughout his tenure, which helped put the SLSO on the national and international map. And his commitment to education, most notably and most proudly, his founding of the St. Louis Symphony Youth Orchestra. A youth orchestra had been instrumental in Leonard's development as a young musician, and much like Leonard's beloved Cardinals had a farm team for aspiring baseball talent, Leonard built an orchestral farm team, training students and turning out remarkable alumni. In fact, the St. Louis Symphony Youth Orchestra will celebrate its 50th anniversary next year. And while you can mark an anniversary simply by the numbers only tell a small part of the story. To truly celebrate a milestone such as this, you celebrate the person and the impact they had on an orchestra, on an institution, and on a community for decades to come.
Congratulations, Leonard, on your
50th anniversary.
Thanks, Leonard, and congratulations.
Congratulations, Leonard. Bravo, Leonard.
Congratulations, Leonard, on your 50 years with the St. Louis Symphony, and thank you so much for hiring me.
Congratulations, Leonard.
Congratulations, Leonard.
Congratulations, Leonard. Bravo.